Atomy creates and distributes high-quality products. Things we all use every day, such as shampoo, conditioner, soap, toothpaste and toothbrushes, beauty items, cosmetics, health supplements, and much more. And Atomy is committed to bringing these prestige luxury items to the mass market. This strategy is known as mastige. And Atomy's concept is to enable consumers to swap brands. Atomy has an ethos of absolute quality, absolute price. It means Atomy is dedicated to ensuring its products are of a quality that is unmatchable for the price customers pay. And it's so simple to switch brand when what's on offer is unbeatable in quality and price. Remember that. Absolute quality, absolute price. Quality that is as good as, if not better, than designer brands at a fraction of the price. Atomy is an online shop or shopping mall. And hey, it's free and easy to join and set up an account. Yes, free to join. And once registered as a member, you have exclusive access to the Atomy product range. Here's the really good part. Buying from Atomy gives you points, known as personal point value, or to keep it really short, PPV. Each product has its own PV. Your PPV accumulates and never expires. You only have to make one purchase a year, no matter how small, to keep your account active. And that's no problem, because you love Atomy's absolute quality and absolute price, right? It gets better. You share Atomy's secret with others, they become members, and when they shop, you all earn PV. And what does PV mean? Cash, paid to you as commission. This is a new age of retail. Atomy puts the consumers first and rewards them for their loyalty. Although some members simply choose to shop for their own personal needs, many decide to develop their membership into full-time, lucrative businesses. Let's look at how this works in a little more detail. Let's say you recommend Atomy to your cousin, Jane, because you love using Atomy products so much. You become Jane's sponsor and give her your ID to enable her to register as an Atomy member. Jane is then automatically registered under your A market, your left leg. Then you recommend to your friend Adam, and he becomes registered in your B market, your right leg. Adam could be in Canada or China. Atomy membership is global. You, or Jane, or Adam can then sponsor more members to join your left or right leg, your A or B markets. They are added down the line, and they don't need to live in your country either. Everyone in each of your market legs generates PV. Remember that? Point value? You have your own PV, and every day your market legs generate group PV. As soon as your own PV exceeds 10,000, earned from purchasing one Atomy shampoo or face wash, for example, and each of your market legs exceeds 300,000 each month, you earn commission. Everyone in each of your market legs who qualifies becomes eligible to receive the same amount of commission. The larger your markets and the greater the collective PV, the higher the commission will be. And it's worth noting, keeping your market legs equally balanced is important. Group PV is calculated on the leg with the smaller PV volume. This is part of the secret of success with Atomy. Hard work is never wasted. And it doesn't stop there. As your network grows, so does your regular collective PV. And the hard work invested takes you higher up the ranks of mastership, which comes with life-changing bonuses. You can cherish the spirit of Atomy through its products of absolute quality and absolute price. You can share the good news and reap great rewards by doing so. You may have discovered Atomy compensation videos on YouTube or Channel Atomy already. More details about how it works is freely available. And Atomy's Success Academies and seminars will provide regular, inspiring support to members, and prospective members too. Absolute quality, absolute price. Atomy you can trust.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Global Top English Seminar. I'll be your host for today, Diamond Master Daniel. And once again, welcome everyone for joining us for another week of our Global English Seminar. And so thank you all for joining. I'd like to introduce our translator for Quranic from all the way from Sweden, Diamond Master A. Thank you so much, Diamond Master A. And so once again, we have another great week. August is now here, which is getting closer to now being the end of the year. We're already more than halfway past the year. So it's a good time for us to reflect and see how well we progressed in this business called Atomy. And so today we have some few special speakers today, some of our leaders here that you all know and love. And so let us welcome our first speaker for today, our Sharon Rose Master, EstherPark.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 정말 오랜만입니다.
Hello, everyone. It's been a really long time.
예, 아이고, 오랜만에 라니 사장님 또 뵙네요. 보고 싶었습니다. 네, 네, 캐나다에서 열정적으로 사업을 진행하고 있는 에스터 국장입니다.
Hello, everyone. I'm currently operating from Canada and working with passion. My name is Sharon Rose Master, Esther.
예, 오늘의 주제는 자장격지, 즉 Be Your Own Owner라는 주제와 독일에 다녀온 후기를 잠깐 나누려고 합니다.
And so today's topic I want to talk about is how to become your own leader and a little bit about my work trip in Germany.
사실상 지금 쟁쟁하고 대단한 성공자의 강의가 막 쏟아져 나와서 여러분이 유튜브만 튼다면 다 공부를 할 수 있는 그런 가능한 세상에 우리가 지금 살고 있습니다.
And so to be honest, we are living in a time where you can just simply go on to YouTube and watch all these successful people and their speaking.
저는 오늘 제가 애터미를 하면서 경험한 것과 어떤 경험치 그리고 또 부족한 여러 가지 것들을 좀 이렇게 나누려고 합니다. 여러분들에게 좀 도움이 되었으면 좋겠습니다.
And so today I want to kind of impart and give you guys my knowledge of my own experience of doing Atomy's business and how I got here.
저는 이제 성공을 해가는 관문에 첫 발을 내디뎠고 나의 스폰서님들이 계속적으로 성공해 가는 것을 보면서 7년 후에 임페리얼은 바로 내 것이다. 이렇게 확실한 믿음으로 제가 지금 일을 진행하고 있습니다.
And so I've successfully been able to take the first steps to success in Atomy, and seeing my sponsors' growth and their path that they've taken, it gives me more hope and it makes me know that in 7 years I will be able to reach Imperial Master for sure.
제가 공유를 잠깐 할게요.
So let me share this with you.
네, 오늘의 주제는 Independent Business Owner 그리고 Action, Teamwork and Challenge를 나누고 싶습니다.
So today's three topics we're going to talk about is to become your own independent business owner and to take action. And the lastly is to 마지막이 뭐였어요?
Challenge.
For doing the challenge.
네, 저는 원래 직업은 리얼 에스테이트 에이전트였습니다.
And so my past job was being a real estate agent.
애터미는 교회의 친한 집사님으로부터 제품을 전달받아서 제품이 너무 좋아서 소비자로 사용하고 있었습니다.
And so Atomy actually was introduced to a close friend from church, and because the products were so great, I was just using it as a consumer.
그런데 그 집사님께서 계속 세미나를 저를 초대했는데 저는 그런 거 못해 하고서 계속 도망을 다녔습니다.
And so that person kept inviting me to the seminar, but I kept running away and saying that I can't do this business.
너무 끈질기게 저한테 말씀하셔서 제가 이렇게 화를 냈어요. 집사님! 왜 그딴 거 이상한 거 하려고 그래? 나처럼 그냥 물건만 써! 제가 이렇게 말했답니다.
And so because they were always asking me so many times, I said that please don't ask me again or I'll be very upset.
그런데 지금 저를 보세요. 그 이상한 걸 지금 제가 하고 있잖아요. 애터미 하면서 제가 지금 일을 하고 있습니다.
And to my surprise, now I'm doing that same weird business that I said not to introduce me to, and I'm shouting Atomy to the top of my lungs and sharing it to everyone.
왜냐하면 제가 세미나에 참석했을 때 나이가 지금 일을 하고 있는 게 노동 수입이라는 걸 전혀 몰랐습니다.
And so when I attended the seminar, I was really surprised that what I was doing in my current job was something close to a labor income job.
인컴에는 레이버 수입과 시스템 인컴이 있다라는 것을 저는 그 세미나를 통해서 처음 알게 되었습니다.
And so through the seminar, I was able to truly understand that there was a big divide between having a labor income business and having a system income business.
많은 사람들이 여기 직장이 인플로이에 지금 속해 있고 또 자영업 셀프 인플로이에 속해 있는데 저는 이렇게 셀프 인플로이드였어요.
And so there's a lot of people who, are in different parts of the labor income, which is just becoming a corporate employee or being a self-employed, and they all fall under labor income. For myself, being a real estater, I fall into the self-employed category.
이 레이버 인컴에는 우리가 수입을 타임으로 비례해서 우리가 돈을 받는 거입니다. 우리가 일을 하지 않으면 절대 우리는 수입을 받을 수가 없습니다.
And so in a labor income system, we are trading time for money. And so if we don't work, then we don't get any money.
제가 이렇게 열심히 일하고 기쁘게 저는 부동산 이 사업을 정말 재밌게 일을 진행하고 있었는데 만약에 내가 아프거나 일을 하지 못했을 때 이 부동산에서 제가 수익을 얻을 수 있을까요?
And so I really enjoyed doing real estate and I did make a lot of money. And, if I suddenly got sick, then would I be able to make money during that time?
내가 일을 하지 않는다면 당연히 수입이 없겠죠. 그런데 이 시스템 인컴에서는 내가 일을 하지 않아도 어떤 시스템을 만들어 놓기만 하면 평생 나와 내 자녀와 내 손자까지 그 수입이 계속 진행이 된다는 걸 깨달은 후에 제가 너무 가슴이 떨렸습니다.
And so obviously, if I was sick and was not able to work, then I wouldn't make any money. However, from a system income, even if I was sick or I didn't choose to work for a while, I would still be able to make money. And the fact that there was such a big difference made me so excited and worried for my future.
자, 지금 우리가 하고 있는 이 애터미는 여기 사업가, 비즈니스 오너에 해당이 됩니다.
And so this business called Atomy falls into the system income category under business owner.
이 투자자는 돈이 있어야지만 가능하죠. 근데 저는 돈이 없기 때문에 이 애터미 네트워크 마케팅 비즈니스를 선택했습니다.
And for investors, you need a large sum of money to make more money. And unfortunately, I didn't have that kind of income or money left. So instead, I started my own business through Atomy.
이 시스템 인컴에서 이 사업가는 예를 들면 아마존 CEO가 있겠죠. 삼성 CEO 이런 분들은 요 카테고리에 해당이 됩니다.
And so the system income business owners, they would be things like Amazon owner or, things like Netflix or Shopify owners, those kind of businesses.
이 투자자는 대표적으로 워렌 버핏이 여기에 속하게 되겠죠.
And for investors, they would fall into famous traders like Warren Buffett and so forth.
내가 애터미 세미나에 참석했을 때, 와, 나도 시스템 인컴을 구축하고 정말 부자가 될 수 있겠구나라고 하는 순간 제가 사업을 진행하게 되었습니다.
And so once I realized that Atomy was a system income business, I knew that if I set this business up, I could also benefit just like everyone else who owns a system income business.
그런데 결단하고 애터미를 시작했을 때 많은 어려움이 있었습니다.
And so after I decided to do Atomy full time and commit, there was a lot of difficulties that I faced.
왜냐하면 한 번도 가보지 않은 길을 가려고 하니 시행착오가 있었던 거죠.
And that's because I was trying to go down this path that I never did before. And because of that, I got into a lot of accidents.
저는 재심압력, 스폰서가 돈 준다, 어쩐다 하길래 스폰서님이 포인트를 막 내려주는 줄 알았어요.
And so when they said that, oh, it's all about teamwork, I thought that sponsors will just give you a lot of points down your legs.
그런데 스폰서나 파트너를 의지하지 않고 내가 주주를 완벽히 해야 하는 사업이구나라고 빨리 깨닫는 순간 저와 여러분은 이 사업의 속도가 굉장히 빨라질 것입니다.
And so as soon as you realize that this is not something that you should rely on just your sponsors or partners, but that you have to rely on yourself to work hard and do the business, then the speed of your business will grow really quickly.
우리는 각자의 차를, 저는 차로 비교할게요. 각자의 차를 내가 운전하며 지금 달리고 있습니다.
And so if we compare it to like a car, then we are all driving our own car.
내가 운전대를 잡고 내가 오너의 마인드로 지금 달리고 있는 겁니다.
And so I grabbed my own handles on my car and driving like this is my own business.
그런데 나의 차를, 나의 핸들을 내 스폰서님한테 맡기고 나의 브레이크를 내 파트너한테 맡긴다면 교통사고 나겠죠.
And so imagine that you're trying to let your sponsors take care of your wheels and your partners take care of your brakes, then would that not cause an accident?
나의 사업은, 나의 애터미 사업은 내가 가장 잘합니다. 내가 나의 운전을 핸들하고 내 브레이크를 언제 밟을지 내가 너무나 잘하기 때문에 내가 오너의 마인드로 이 일을 하게 된다면 너무나 기쁜 마음으로 이 일을 할 수가 있습니다.
And so you yourself know best what you should do for your own Atomy business. So if you do this business like your own, and then you'll know how to go fast or when to slow down to have that perfect balance in your Atomy growth.
자, 내가 이 차를 탔죠. 그럼 나의 스폰서님도 또 다른 각자의 차를 타고 나의 파트너들도 각자의 자기의 차를 타서 우리는 임페리얼이라는 곳을 향해서 같은 목적지로 함께 달리는 겁니다.
And so if we're all in different cars, then we all have the same direction, which is Imperial Master, and we all go towards that same direction together.
가다가 지치면 기름이 떨어지면 어떻게 하겠죠? 휴게소나 모여서 아니면 주유소나 모여서 같이 모여 주유를 하고 같이 마시는 것도 나눠 먹으면서 또 흩어져서 달리겠죠. 그런데 그 휴게소나 주유소가 어디냐면 바로 시스템입니다.
And so you continue to run and drive, and then when you run out of gas and you need to meet together, then you go where? It's the gas station. You meet up at the gas station so that way you guys can fill up the gas to go once again. And that gas station would be the system that Atomy provides.
우리가 힘들고 지쳤을 때 다시 시스템에 모여서 성공자의 그런 비전 강의를 듣고 다시 움직이는 겁니다.
And so when we feel exhausted and tired, we use the system to revitalize and feel stronger to once again aim for that same Imperial Master direction.
내가 직원의 마인드로 일을 하지 마시고 change your mind를 꼭 하셔야 됩니다. 나는 오너다. 내가 오너면 이 사업을 어떻게 할 것인가 내가 아이디어를 짜고 내가 공부를 하고 내가 연구를 합니다. 그럼 이 애터미 사업이 안 될래야 안 될 수가 없습니다.
And so if you change your mindset from that of an employee to an owner, then everything will change. The way you think about what you should do, how you should do it, and what you can do yourself and change yourself in order to progress and grow quickly in this business.
두 번째, 이 애터미는 마라톤을 하는 겁니다. 긴 여행을 가야 합니다.
And so the second point is that this Atomy business is a marathon and is a very long journey.
그런데 혼자 이 애터미를 하게 되시잖아요. 정말 한 번만 더 광산을 캐게 되면 이 사람처럼 금은 보화가 쏟아질 텐데 혼자 하게 되면 그 길을 이 사람이 알지 못하고 그 마지막 순간을 견디지 못하고 돌아서서 이 애터미 사업을 그만둔 사람이 너무나 많더라고요.
And so there's many people who give up right before they reach their goal of success. And that's such an unfortunate thing because if they continue to work hard together, then they could reach that true diamonds that are buried under those rocks.
그래서 재심합력으로 팀워크 일하라는 말이 바로 여기 있는 겁니다.
And so that's why the teamwork, the reason why we continue to say teamwork is in this business right here.
우리는 각자의 달란트와 각자의 성격이 다 틀립니다.
So we all have different strengths and weaknesses and different talents.
내가 잘못 가거나 이 애터미 비즈니스에서 좀 다른 행동을 하게 되면 내가 혼자 했으면 내가 잘못된지 어떤지 알 수가 없습니다. 하지만 팀워크로 함께 한다면 스폰서와 파트너의 그런 충고나 그런 걸 경청할 수가 있습니다. 그 경청을 하고 내가 잘못된 걸 시인하면서 함께 한다면 이 사업은 굉장히 빠른 속도로 일을 할 수가 있습니다.
And so if you work by yourself, you wouldn't really know exactly what you're doing wrong if you're doing something wrong. But if you work together as a team, then you can tell each other and advise each other what they're doing wrong or if they're taking a wrong path so that way you can quickly fix it and take the right path to success.
우리는 여기 요 영어 미팅 정말 다른 우리 형제 라인이지만 각자의 그룹에서 이렇게 인도네시아, 미국, 인디아 여러 곳에서 스웨덴에서 모이잖아요. 근데 이게 이 재심 합력을 통해서 이렇게 풍성한 열매를 맺는 것입니다. 이 풍성한 열매가 나만의 것이 아닙니다. 나와 여러분의 것입니다.
And so for us as a team, we gather here in this seminar with all kinds of people here from Indonesia or Thailand or from Swiss and so forth. And this kind of seed that you're planting to grow your fruits is not just for your own benefit, but for everyone here involved and all your partners.
이 영어 세미나를 적극 활용하셔가지고 성공의 도구로 꼭 사용하셨으면 좋겠습니다.
And so I hope that you guys proactively use this English seminar to your benefit so that you guys can quickly grow.
내가 이 파트너를 내가 성공시킬 수는 절대 없습니다. 내가 할 일은 이런 세미나에 그리고 원데이 세미나 석세스에 많은 사람들을 초대하는 겁니다. 그게 파트너를 성공시키는 일이라고 저는 생각합니다.
And so you can, in the end, ultimately never help your partners succeed through your own strengths. What you are responsible for is to invite your partners into the seminar so that they may be able to be successful through the seminar.
자, 세 번째는 도전입니다. 제가 그랬죠. 우리는 각자의 인디펜던트 비즈니스 오너가 되어야 된다고 말씀드렸잖아요.
And so the third thing is to do challenging yourself. And so I said that we have to become our own independent business owners.
우리는 스스로 장수가 되어야 하며 쫄병은 절대 성공이 불가합니다. 리더한테 모든 돈이 몰려 있습니다. 빨리 리더가 되시려고 노력하세요.
And so for us, we need to quickly realize that we're not the employee and take this into our own hands and quickly be our owners, because that's where all the money is in this business.
한 사람의 소비자가 있다면, 한 사람의 파트너가 있다면 전 세계로 달려가는 도전, 챌린지를 하셔야 합니다.
So if you have partners in one area, you want to continue to expand until you have partners all over the world.
네, 여기 이제 제가 7월 21일부터 8월 5일까지 이제 독일에 방문한 사진들인데요. 여기 중간에 보시면 여기 우리 임페리얼 마스터님 계시죠? 임페리얼 마스터님 계시고 여기 보시면 독일 법인장 게리 홍이라고 합니다.
And so this is my pictures I have from my trip starting from July 20th this year till August 5th. And as you can see on the left, we have the picture of our beautiful with the blue. We have our head director in the German branch of Atomy. His name is Gary Hong.
자, 여러분의 해외에 각자 파트너가 계신다면 하루속히 그 나라의 법인장님과 빨리 연결해주는 역할을 하셔야 합니다.
And so if you have any partners overseas, then it's very important for you to help them be connected with the head branch director in that region.
법인장이나 뭐 이런 분들은 높은 사람만 만나는 거야. 혹시 이렇게 생각한다면 지금 그 생각을 바꾸세요. 법인장과 이 모든 직원들은 우리를 위해서 그분들이 존재하는 겁니다.
And so if your mentality is to think that, oh, this person is such a high level, only a high level person can meet him, then I want you to throw that away, because everyone in there that's working in Atomy as directors and so forth, they all work for you guys.
이 모든 직원분들과 법인장은 여러분은 적극 활용하셔야 합니다.
And so all of these employees and staffs, you guys need to be able to use them continuously to the most and best of your advantage.
자, 아까도 말씀드렸듯이 우리는 긴 여정을 가야 하는데 재심 협력과 스폰서님과 파트너와 함께 서로 사랑하면서 이 일을 진행하셔야지만 포기하지 않고 끝까지 갈 수 있습니다.
And so as I mentioned earlier before, we have a very long journey ahead. And so if you continue to work together with your sponsors, your partners, then you'll be able to continue to reach for that same goal without giving up in the middle.
근데 또한 우리가 명심해야 될 것은 이 모든 애터미의 비즈니스의 주인공은 바로 납니다. 나.
And so another thing that we also have to keep in mind is that everything in this Atomy business, we are the main characters.
디셀도르프 여기 이제 법인자님과 우리 임페리얼님과 함께 찍은 사진입니다. 우리는 너무 감사해야 돼요. 독일에는 에어컨이 없어요. 독일의 온도가 얼마나 더운지요. 세상에 그냥 땀을 줄줄 흘렸고요. 식당에 가도 땀을 흘리면서 밥을 먹었고요. 캐나다 삶이 정말 행복하구나라고 제가 다시 감사했고요.
And so when this is the pictures I took with our German head branch and some of the other members. And then while being in Germany, it made me feel really thankful that I live in Canada because it is so hot there. And not only that, but they don't have any sort of air conditioning there compared to where I live. So it's such a blessing that I've realized that I was always neglecting and taking for granted.
그래서 우리가 각자의 지금 살고 있는 곳에서 열심히 애터미를 전한다면 그것만큼 더 좋은 일은 없는 것 같습니다.
And so I believe that if all of us do our best and share Atomy to those around us that live around us, then we would be doing our best in that condition.
애터미 제품이 좋기 때문에 상대방한테 체험을 시키는 게 너무나 중요합니다. 한번 체험을 한다면 거의 90%가 애터미 제품을 선택하게 되어 있더라고요.
And because Atomy's products are so great, it's important for us to let our consumers experience them at least a few times to realize how great it is. And usually 90% of those people will be excited to use and continue to use Atomy's products.
그런데 좋은 일만 있는 게 아니더라고요. 이날 마지막 전날 우리 선교사님이 구경을 시켜주신다고 저희들을 데리고 나갔는데 그날 저녁 6시에 제가 마사지 예약이 되어 있었어요. 그런데 이 차가 고장이 난 겁니다.
Unfortunately, there was not always good things that happened. During the last day of our stay there, our minister that was helping us stay there at the moment decided to take us out for a tour. But then unfortunately his car broke down before the last day and I had a Atomy meeting with another new customer at 6 p.m.
이 날씨가 얼마나 더운지 35도에서 한 37도 됐어요. 우리가 6시간 동안 밖에서 이렇게 기다리고 있었어요.
And it was so hot there. It was going from around 35 to 40 degrees Celsius at that time. And we waited outside for about 6 hours.
여기 보이시죠? 우리 본부장이 이거 뭔 일이야? 여기 서 계시죠?
And so you can see our Star Master there feeling a bit exhausted from all the heat.
그런데 우리 마음에 지금 그 소비자가 기다리고 있을 텐데 마음이 너무 급한 거예요. 근데 6시에 만나기로 했는데 이 차를 견인해 가고 그 렌트카 회사에 도착한 게 6시였어요.
And so we fixed this car up and we were at the same time consistently worried about that consumer and how they're waiting for us. And when we arrived at the rental car place, it was around 6 p.m.
근데 바로 이런 예상치 못한 위기가 우리 애터미의 일에 적용이 되는 것 같아요. 일을 하면 정말 많은 일들이 부딪히잖아요. 그때마다 우리는 그냥 실망하고 돌아서 버리잖아요. 만약에 우리가 비전이 없다라면 그런 행동을 반복적으로 할 것 같아요.
And so in this kind of sense, if there was a crisis, I feel like this is very similar to what we would experience in Atomy. If we always face a crisis and all the time our only solution is to run away or try to ignore it, then nothing would be solved. But this is why we have to continue to face it head on.
근데 우린 기도했습니다. 기도했더니 그분들이 2시간을 기다려 주신 거예요. 이렇게 짱.
And so for us, we've decided to pray while we were waiting. And to our surprise, they decided to wait for us for 2 hours to meet us.
하나님은 우리와 함께 하십니다. 우리가 네버 기브업 하면 정말 이런 소비자도 만나고 또 이 소비자가 친구를 또 데리고 온 거예요. 이분 터키 사람이에요.
And so we never knew what's in store for us. So we always have to be prepared. And so as you can see, this consumer also brought her friend, which was a Turkish person.
제가 또 한 리얼라이즈 하나 한 거는 우리가 언어가 통한다는 게 얼마나 행복한지 모릅니다.
And so what another thing I really realized and was thankful for is that it's so great that we can speak the same language.
거기 큰 마켓에 네일샵을 하는 이제 베트남 사람이 있었어요. 그 사람을 가입을 하려고 했는데 말이 안 통하는 거예요. 말이.
And so there was a big nail salon near that neighborhood that we went to, and I was trying to sign up the salonist, and that person and I could not speak the same language, so it was so difficult to communicate.
저는 영어를 하고 그분은 독일 말도 못해 자기 나라 비엔남 말만 계속하는 거예요. 베트남 말만. 와, 이거 정말 이런 말할 수가 없었습니다.
And so that person could not speak any sort of English or my other languages that I spoke, and all they spoke was in Vietnamese, so it made it very difficult to communicate at all.
결국은 그 사람을 가입을 못 시켰습니다.
In the end, ultimately, I was not able to sign them up.
그래서 지금 각자의 나라에서 말이 통하는 지금 그 순간을 즐기시면서 정말 하루도 빼지 말고 매일매일 10명 이상씩 전하세요.
And so I hope that you guys use your languages that you're proficient in, whether that's English or another secondary language, to reach out to those around you, at least 10 people a day, to maximize your potential.
자, 여기 보시면 이 두 사람 정말 감사하게 이 두 분은 한국말을 하세요. 조금.
And so these two people there, you could see, very thankfully, they spoke a little bit of Korean.
영어도 하시고 한국말도 하시고 어떻게 한국말을 배우냐 했더니 한류 열풍이 대단하잖아요. 이 젊은 분들이 인터넷으로 한국말을 공부하는 거예요. 어메이징이죠, 어메이징.
And so these two people spoke a little bit of English and Korean, and I asked them why they knew Korean is because that they were very interested in Korean culture and its products, and so they decided to study Korean.
네, 우리는 이렇게 함께 하고 그 모든 역경을 같이 이겨낸다면 이 모든 성공은 우리의 것이라고 저는 확신합니다. 나만의 것이 아니라 우리 모두의 것이라고 확신합니다.
And so I truly believe that if we come together as a group, as a team, then all the success will belong to us.
여러분, 우리 함께 이 시스템을 적극 활용하셔서 정말 정상에서 모두 임페리얼이 되시길 바랍니다. 아자아자 화이팅! 감사합니다.
And so I hope that we all use the system to our best and all reach for the same goal and meet there at the top. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that really amazing message from our Sharon Rose Master, Esther. And so if you can just give another round of applause for our amazing Sharon Rose Master and really see that the Atomy has taken a far journey for her, right? And so I hope that all of you also take this into your hearts and try to apply it into your daily life. So that way one day you can also be going to another country for your partners or your consumers to meet them and hopefully share more about the visions of Atomy. So once again, thank you all for listening. And so we'll be moving on to our last speaker for today, which is our Star Master, Mi Young-go.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you.
우리 몇 주 만에 보는 거죠?
And I feel that it's been a few weeks since I last saw you guys.
네, 오늘따라 더 많이 반갑습니다.
And it's just really makes me excited to see you since it's been a while.
네, 인사를 안 드렸네요. 예, 아름다운 부자가 되어 나눔의 삶을 꿈꾸는 스타마스터 고미영입니다.
So my name is Star Master Mi Young-go, and I would like to be a beautiful, rich person that is always willing to share.
네, 독일의 방문기를 아주 흥미진진하게 전해준 우리 박영육장 너무 감사합니다.
And so for our amazing Sharon Rose Master Esther for sharing her experiences and her journey in Germany, I just really feel thankful.
네. 우리 애터미의 가장 큰 비전이 뭐라고 생각하세요?
So what do you think is the very biggest vision that Atomy has?
글로벌 원서버 우리 체감하고 있죠?
And so that is the global one server, and we are all living it and experiencing it day to day.
정말 지구촌이 하나라는 말이 실감이 납니다.
So it really makes me feel that, wow, this is truly a global business.
예, 2주 동안 박 국장님하고 함께 하면서 최선을 다하고 왔습니다.
And so for about 2 weeks that we were there together with the Sharon Rose Master, we did our best in that situations.
예. 뿌려진 씨앗들이 이제 잘 자라서 더 많은 열매를 맺을 것이라고 믿습니다.
And so I hope that all the seeds that we planted will grow into beautiful fruit, and that will be something that we'll be able to reap.
예. 오늘은 잠시 공유 좀 부탁드릴게요.
Yeah, and so today I'd like to just share something with you guys.
번호 잠깐만요. 자, 우리는 지금 4차 산업을 많이 부르짖고 있습니다. 그런데 벌써 5차 산업의 시대가 온다라는 칼럼을 보았습니다.
And so currently we are kind of living in our 4th generation of jobs and so forth, but now we are quickly approaching the 5th generation of jobs.
사실 이 자료는 오늘 한국의 원데이 세미나에서 받았는데요.
And so this information, I actually received this from the one-day seminar in Korea today.
예, 이거를 볼 때 제 마음은 굉장히 뛰었습니다.
And so while seeing this, it made my heart really skip a beat.
예, 이 자료를 한번 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 저문은 제조업, 주춤하는 서비스업, 구상하는 네트워커.
And so reading this,
제조업.
제조업이
국장님.
manufacture,
네.
만드는 것. 제조, 만드는 것. manufacture.
okay.
공장,
Yeah, so
공장 같은 거.
and so it's talking about the 3 different industries we have, which is the manufacturing, and then we have the service industry, and lastly we have the network industry.
네, 우리는 한때 제조업을 거쳐서 또 정보화 산업 시대를 거쳤고 지금은 이제 뭐 서비스 시대 또 4차 산업 시대를 이야기하고 있는데요.
And so for a long time we've passed the manufacturing times, and even the service industry is our 4th kind of industrial revolution and generation that we've soon are going to overtake.
앞서가는 사람들은 벌써 5차 산업 시대를 논하고 있습니다.
And so those who have already seen ahead are preparing for the 5th generation of businesses and jobs.
자, 3차 정보화 산업 시대만 해도 특정 정보를 많이 갖고 있는 사람들이 부를 차지했죠.
And so for those, even in the 3rd generation who had a lot of key know-hows and information, were able to quickly dominate that market.
그런데 지금은 특정 정보를 갖고 있는 존재들보다는 각 가치들을 연결하는 네트워커 플랫폼이 힘을 쥐는 시대다.
And so now, instead of having very specific information and know-hows before other people, it's now in a generation where it's important for us to work together in a platform business to grow.
예, 우리의 선택은 아주 옳았다라고 생각합니다.
And so I believe that our choices in selecting Atomy was correct.
우리는 정말 애터미 재심 합력을 통해서 각 사람의 잘하는 점들을 서로 연결해서 네트워크를 만들고 플랫폼을 만들어가고 있습니다.
And so through Atomy, we are continuously building our own platforms in our own groups and legs and continuing to grow together.
저는 영어를 한마디도 못합니다.
And so for myself, I can't speak any English.
그런데 우리 박 국장님이 영어를 잘하고 또 사람도 아주 친밀감 있게 잘 상대합니다.
However, Sharon Rose Master Esther can speak English very well, and she can also have good connections and relations with people she's met.
저는 그 옆에 그냥 함께 있었을 뿐입니다.
And so truthfully, all I really did was really be beside her and support her.
그런데 그 모든 것이 100% 저의 것이 되는 일입니다.
However, all the things that she did all comes up to me 100%.
네. 이것이 바로 각 가치들을 연결하는 네트워크라고 저는 생각합니다.
And so this is the true essence of what network marketing means, to connect one's values and talents together.
네. 오른쪽을 다시 한번 읽어보면요. 사업자가 구축한 네트워크 소비자가 시간과 공간의 제약을 받지 않고 참여할 수 있도록 하는 사업 형태를 뜻한다. 즉 플랫폼 비즈니스란 이렇게 정의하고 있습니다.
And so on the right, we have a picture which describes the platform business and what it means. As a business owner, you build out your networks through your consumers and partners, and through that, you share your time and investment in that time, and it will continuously build into that infinite tree.
이것은 완벽하게 애터미를 잘 표현하고 있다고 느껴집니다.
And so I believe that this image is a clear reflection of what Atomy is.
정말 애터미는 글로벌 원서버로 제가 잠을 자고 있을 때 캐나다나 미국, 스웨덴 이런 쪽에서는 계속 일이 이루어지고 있습니다.
And so Atomy, using that global one server, even while I'm sleeping on the other side of the world in the US or Canada or in Sweden, they are still making me money.
우리의 무대는 점점 더 넓어질 것입니다.
And so our stage and our destination will continue to grow larger.
내가 해외에 아는 사람이 직접적으로 없다 할지라도
And so even if you don't have anyone that you might know in overseas directly,
파트너의 파트너로 서로 연결되어지면서 네트워크를 형성해 가는 애터미는 정말 대단하다고 느낍니다.
but through our partners' connections and their connections, Atomy has potential to grow infinitely regardless of who we know.
여러분들도 그렇게 느끼시나요?
And so do you all feel the amazing things that Atomy has given you guys?
그렇게 느낄 것이라고 생각합니다.
And I hope that you truly do feel that.
집에 돌아와서 계속 인터넷을 뒤져봤습니다. 5차 산업 시대가 온다라는 주제를 가지고요.
And so I continue to research once I came home about the fifth industrial revolution and what does that mean for us.
그래서 이런 글을 발견했는데요.
And so I found a little article like this.
이 글 중에 일부분을 읽어보도록 하겠습니다.
And so let me just read you some parts of this article.
지금까지 돈과 계약에 이르는 모든 것은 중앙에 누군가를 거쳐 이루어졌다며 블록체인이 발전하면 앞으로 모든 거래 주권을 계약 당사자가 갖게 되는 것이라고 설명했다. 흔히 그는 O2O나 공유경제를 말하는데 지금의 공유경제는 엄밀한 의미에서 탈중앙화라고 말하기 어렵다고 했다. 공유로 만들어지는 부가가치는 모두 관련 플랫폼 사업자가 가져간다는 것이다. 에어비앤비나 우버가 대표적인 예이다.
And so to
너무
kind of
길죠?
briefly summarize that. So it's saying that now, before and now, currently, the process of making money is between someone, and it's going through the process of someone in between, right? And so whether that is from your job, so your business owners, then the consumers give you money, or if you are working under a corporation, then the company is giving you money. So they're the middle person that passes you money. But once the blockchains and these platform businesses to start to develop, then and it starts to become more of an online to offline business model, then everything starts to change, and there's going to be more of those who take advantage of that, and those who do utilize it to the fullest are the ones who will be the ones to own the system, such as these Uber or Airbnbs, who are now receiving money through these consumers and also these platform owners.
예, 우리가 잘 아는 대로 에어비앤비는 집을 갖고 있지 않고 우버는 차를 갖고 있지 않습니다.
And so as we all know that, such things as Airbnb owners, they don't really keep the house, they just rent it out. And same thing with Uber, they just use that car as a mode of transportation to rent out and ride a car without owning a car.
집을 갖고 있는 사람과 집을 필요로 하는 사람을 연결해주고 차를 갖고 있는 사람과 차를 필요로 하는 사람을 연결해 줌으로써 그들은 돈을 벌어갔습니다.
And so these people and these businesses' jobs are to connect with those who have a house and those who don't and need a place to rent to be able to rent. And same thing with Uber, where they have people who own cars and people who don't, and that they need a ride to be able to ride through using a app and through a ride share program.
그런데 정보와 미디어의 확산으로 중개 플랫폼이 모든 이익을 독점하는 것에 소비자들이 불만을 갖기 시작했다며 해결책은 결국 모든 사용자들이 이익을 공정하게 나눠 갖는 것이며 블록체인에서 이 실마리를 찾게 될 것이라고 했습니다.
And so from the people, they started to complain about these platforms, saying that these are the ones that are taking all the money, and they started to complain. And in order to solve this, they started to research and try to understand the best way. And to do that, we have to split our earnings or how they earn things evenly through this blockchain system. And that way, this will come to become true in the future.
네, 우리 모두는 소비자입니다.
And so we are all consumers.
우리의 소비에 의해서 아마존이나 또 한국의 쿠팡이나 이마트나 많은 기업들이 돈을 벌어갔습니다.
And so through our consumption, businesses like Amazon or Coupang or these big companies have benefited from our consumption.
애터미도 유통회사입니다.
And Atomy is the same thing. We are a consumption and distribution business.
애터미는 좋은 물건을 저렴하게 유통합니다.
And so Atomy distributes really great products for affordable prices.
다른 유통업과 다르게 거기에서 남는 이익을 소비자와 공유하고 있습니다.
And compared to other distribution businesses, instead of keeping all the sales that they make, they actually distribute and redistribute to the consumers so that they can benefit.
저는 이 기사를 읽으면서 굉장히 놀라움을 갖게 되었는데요.
And so while reading this article, it made me even more amazed and really worried about the future.
이 이익들이 한 곳에 독점하는 것에 대해서 소비자들이 불만을 가졌다는 거죠.
And that is because when all of these big corporations benefit from all these consumers the most, all these consumers start to complain and be worried about what they're doing and who they're purchasing from.
이런 소비자들은 점점점 더 늘어날 것이라고 생각합니다.
And so I believe that these kind of consumers who are starting to see through these big corporations and complaining will continue to increase.
소비자들은 언제나 자기에게 더 이익이 되는 곳으로 옮겨갈 수밖에 없습니다.
And consumers will always look for places that are going to give them the most benefit to them.
애터미는 좋은 물건을 저렴하게 쓰면서 돈까지 벌 수 있는 기회를 제공하기에 많은 사람들이 정말 애터미로 몰려올 것이라고 믿습니다.
So I believe that slowly people will gather into Atomy because it allows for you to purchase these amazing high quality products for affordable prices, while even also being able to have the opportunity to make money through those products.
그래서 이 정보를 먼저 얻은 우리들은 모두가 부자 될 운명이라고 생각합니다.
So I believe that those of us who's earned this information ahead of time will all have the opportunity to make money.
애터미는 처음부터 1등주의를 부르짖었습니다.
And so Atomy has already claimed that they will become number one before they even were, and I believe that that will be true.
제품이 좋기로 1등.
And so they are going to be the number one in terms of products.
가격이 저렴하기로 1등.
They'll be the number one in terms of the quality and price.
성공자를 가장 많이 배출하기로도 1등.
And they'll be the number one to generate the most successful people in the world.
처음에는 정말 이 성공자들이 보이지 않았었습니다.
And so in the very beginning, we did not see any of these sort of successful people that they mentioned.
그런데 우리가 지금 보고 있듯이 애터미의 연봉 1억 이상자는 글로벌 약 1,000명 정도 나왔습니다.
And so from what we are seeing now, through Atomy, they're making at least $10,000 a month or more have appeared, and that's amount to at least 1,000 people so far.
그런데 놀라운 것은 이들이 능력자들이 아니라는 것입니다.
And what's surprising is that these people are not very talented or smart.
배우지 못했고 돈도 없었고 이런 사람들이 대부분이라는 거죠.
And so they didn't learn very much, and they were not very successful or rich.
그렇지만 이들은 애터미라는 도구를 통해서 모두가 부자가 되었습니다.
But through this business called Atomy, all of them have become able to receive that income and wealth.
예, 우리 모두도 애터미를 통해서 반드시 부자가 되고 또 아름다운 나눔을 실천하는 멋진 사장님들이 되었으면 좋겠습니다.
And so that I believe all of us through Atomy can become amazing leaders and business owners that are making a lot of money.
네, 이것으로 마치겠습니다. 감사합니다.
And so I'll end it off here for today. Thank you so much. 네, 공유 좀
공유
멈춰주세요.
멈춰주세요.
죄송합니다. 예.
예.
한동안 안 해가지고.
So yes, let's thank you for that amazing message from our Star Master. So let's give another round of applause for our Star Master for that leader's message. And yes, that's very true now. Now we've entered a new era, and with COVID happening, it actually has become even faster, right? Things are growing at a faster pace, and people are changing. Companies are changing. They're replacing people with machines, with AI and technology, and soon the jobs that you've had will disappear, and the things that you've known to do or to make a living off of will no longer be required of you to do. Right? And so it's becoming a very scary time. And so you have to become that much more prepared and ready for this future, not only for yourself, but for your children and their children. And so I hope that you all are really thankful for meeting Atomy, and that you can really use this time to the best of your ability, not wasting your time here that you've been given, so that way you can reach Imperial Master with everyone here together. So thank you all for listening today for our seminar. We will end it off with our company motto. I did miss it in the beginning, so I do apologize for that. But we'll end it off with our company motto, and then we'll just take pictures, and we'll be done for today. And so if you can all unmute your mics, and we can do this together. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's begin. Cherish the spirit,
The spirit, create the vision, follow the
the
faith,
faith, serve in humility.
family.
아자, 아자,
아자,
아자.
아자.
수고하셨습니다.
So much. Okay, let's take a
수고하셨습니다.
picture.
All right, everyone.
수고하셨습니다.
I'm taking a photo now.
우리
1, 2, good.
네, 땡큐 감사합니다.
네, 수고하셨습니다. 죄송해요.
Thank you so much.
수고하셨습니다.
Thank you.
수고했어요.
So much, everyone.
수고하셨습니다, 본부장님. 네.
네.
자,